Hello, my friends. Kurt Bergland with you. If it's Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central, it's time for a baseball book review. Could be fiction, could be nonfiction, could be out of print, could be hot off the presses, or it could be somewhere in the middle. Today's book, Big Data Baseball, is somewhere in the middle. Flatiron Press is the publisher. The publication year is 2015, and the writer is Travis Sawchick. This book is about the 2013 resuscitation of the Pittsburgh Pirates franchise, led by Neil Huntington, the GM, and a push toward a data-driven approach for their baseball team, and about how this change in thinking and in strategy and in practice changed the pitching staff, the position players, the front office, and to me, most interestingly, how it changed manager Clint Hurdle and his practices. I want to say a few things about the book before I say more about Clint Hurdle. The book is a very readable book. This is not a book about stats, really. It's about a change in culture in that franchise and a change in the team concept and how to evaluate the team. The book is a little under 250 pages in length. There is an extensive reference section that Travis Sawchick made use of. There's a very interesting acknowledgement section in the back. There is not an index, but there is a table of contents. And I enjoyed reading this book very much, partly because I saw a lot of this team's games because they're in the same division as the Brewers, and that year I was watching a lot of Brewer baseball. The book is interesting. I want to read this section to you and then tell you why I like this book so much. This is Clint Hurdle talking. It's this is Sawchick's introduction to a Hurdle quote. Sawchick writes, "Despite the struggles of the Pirates, he, Hurdle, was having trouble breaking from tradition and trusting what he couldn't see. He had always trusted his instincts." Still talking about Hurdle. Now here's the Hurdle quote. "I think at times I can get hardened or callous to straight statistical analysis because that's not my comfort area. I didn't go to school there," Hurdle said. "I don't have the depth and knowledge and understanding. I've had to rearrange my furniture to have a better understanding of that." Now Sawchick writes, "The Pirates needed the conflicted Hurdle to break from tradition. All over baseball, the manager and his staff were holding back the big data movement, and it had been no different in Pittsburgh. Huntington and his analytics team needed a complete buy-in to change from Hurdle. And if they needed convincing evidence to make their case, they believed that they finally had it." Now, my bias is that I'm kind of a halfway guy. I am fascinated by analytics. I certainly enjoy statistics, and I certainly think they have a place in the game. But there's also times I think you got to get that bunt down. And if you know what I'm saying, sometimes I think it's time to walk the hitter intentionally. I know that's like shocking, but I do think that I would do those things. Well, this Hurdle quote is talking about me in a way, because what Hurdle is saying is some of the same things I have thought and felt. And so I really identified with Hurdle in this book. I think his journey to becoming not completely data-driven, but more data-driven in his approach to making decisions and to teaching his players how to play the game, in a sense, I see myself in that same journey, and maybe you will as well. I'm 56, if you're of my generation, you're sort of on that tipping point. You read Bill James, but you're not maybe entirely Moneyball yet. And if you're in that spot like me, maybe Big Data Baseball will be an interesting read for you. It's a very engaging book. It's well written, and it's got a lot of personalities, stories of personalities sort of making this journey as well. Like the book a lot. As you can see from the label here, under $10 at my local used bookstore. You can get it for less than that at online bookstores, and I would encourage you to do so. Big Data Baseball, Travis Sawchick. Thank you for joining me. Come on back next week. We'll have another book for you on my channel. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. I need your subscriptions to keep my channel going, my friends, and I do appreciate it. Have a wonderful Monday. So long, everybody.